How do I know that you're going to get Social Security? And truly, truly, isn't it running out of money? Friends, language matters so much. And when you say running out of money or going bankrupt, two phrases commonly applied to Social Security, you are grossly mischaracterizing its finances. Because when you say running out of money, it kind of makes it sound like at some point there's going to be this tipping point that we go over, and then poof, Social Security is gone. Like, hey guys, bad news. Jim retired, and like, that's it. We're bust. Social Security is over. That's not going to happen. What's going to happen is this. Social Security is in long run shortfall. So every year, Social Security projects how much money it's going to take in for 75 years and how much it's going to have to pay out for 75 years. And then it subtracts the two to see if it's actuarially solvent over the 75-year window, aka, is it going to have enough money coming in? In the early 90s, Social Security, when performing this calculation, found that it had an actuarial shortfall in the 75-year window, aka it wasn't going to have enough money in the future to meet projected benefits, or promised benefits rather. This does not mean Social Security was going to run out of money. It just meant that it was not going to have enough to pay out what they said they were going to pay out. Social Security takes in revenue. That revenue comes from the Federal Insurance Contribution Act, or FICA. You've seen it on every paycheck. Social Security cannot run out of money so long as there is an American worker paying into the program. Since we have about 165 million American workers and will only have more in the future, Social Security will never run out of money. It will always have a substantial revenue from the paychecks that Americans earn every month. At some point, that revenue is not going to be enough to meet the promised benefits. When that occurs, legally, Social Security is required to pass a benefit cut onto all current and future beneficiaries until that 75-year window is solvent again. When that happens, it's going to be about 15 to 20%, and then it's fine for another 75 years. So the worst case scenario for Social Security is that in about 15 years, it passes a 15% benefit cut, and then it's right as rain until the early 22nd century, somewhere in the 2100s, like the aughts of the 2100s. So no, it's not going to run out of money. It's not going to go bankrupt. It might have to pass a benefit cut in order to stay solvent, but that is not the same thing as it being taken away, not being paid, going bust, or anything to which it has previously been characterized. It has a shortfall. Now, key part of that story is that this is a problem that we have known about for 30 plus years, and the projections of when they would not have enough revenue to meet benefits basically been between 2035 and 2040 since they first found it, which means they've had a 40-year warning that Social Security's finances need to be shored up. All right, the fact that Congress ignored that, I think, is pretty much on brand for Congress not doing the right thing when it comes to the basic incomes of families, but that's beside the point. So